Hello, friends and family, brothers and sisters on YouTube world. It says that we are live, and I have with me Ron. Hello, Ron. How you doing?
Fine, sir. Thank you very much.
Ron is
I'm a veteran of the Marines.
Ron was is also homeless, going through homelessness right now. He's also a former Marine veteran. And Ron, how long have you been homeless?
Since 2000.
2000. And do you try to get any help?
Well, I have not help. I'm out here because I got stuck out here for a minute. But then after I seen what these folks go through, I think I can lend a little helping hand, which I have. They all trust me. We've all been a family here for the last, like, 10, 12 years, some of them, 20 years, some of them. But the whole thing is that we can trust one another here just as well as we were born together, all of us. I'm 73 years old. I came here from a family. Now I have a new family. That's just great. I didn't know I was going to get this kind of treatment or go through it. But I see what everybody goes through here. But there's no reason for the homeless here. There's about 18 of us that are out here struggling for one reason. We have a disagreement with a lot of different higher up people than we are. So we try not to sit there and put the blame on anybody or do anything. We try and come to some kind of mediocre. Hey, you know what? We're not sitting here going into your cars, going into your homes or anything like that. We are not. We're here trying to survive. And every time we try and leave to go get a job, somebody comes and gets our stuff. So what else are we supposed to do with the situation? Okay, you go over there and say, well, you guys better find yourself some work. Okay, we find ourselves some work. Come back, our stuff is gone. Or it can be them, or it can be the other people. But I can't sit there and put the blame on anybody, put any names on it. Right? You know, it wouldn't be proper. Because all of us have a blame, you know, of some sort. But as far as the folks that you can see within ourselves right here, plus a couple more that are out there, we try our best just to survive. We used to have people in here bringing us food. Well, they stopped that because of reasons that they had. I don't know. They said they had a proposal, and now they have some other thing in there that they says, well, this bans you from feeding the homeless. As I was sitting there, we had our food stamps. We all put them together. We made ourselves a meal out here for all of us. You can't feed the homeless. We are the homeless. We're feeding each other. All we can do is here's their ordinance. And it shows us a white sign, which he probably got off the riverside, I don't know. It says, don't feed little animals or wildlife. Where do we fit in between? That was the ordinance that we seen that we are supposed to abide by. And so are the other folks that are supposed to abide by because of the simple reason they say. Not because of no ordinance. I mean, come on, the ordinance is that. When they came in spilling their tires, they thought they had a fish. But they walked away with an empty boat. You know, so what do we do? End up having them come up after, kicking us out, literally, out of the desert, charging us $1,400.50, whether it was the city or whoever it was that came down and escorted us out to the substation. Okay, there was 10 of us that got arrested that night. They tell us, okay, go over here, get booked and fingerprinted, but after you get home booked and fingerprinted, you're going to Kingman Jail. Okay, we understood that part. We were coming over here for a picnic or anything. But then all of a sudden this other officer comes in, or this other person comes in, excuse me, not officer or somewhere. But anyways, he comes in and says, oh, we're not taking you, we're taking you right back to your camps. You guys are going to go, as soon as the truck leaves you off there, you go back to your camps and sleep, go to bed, and blah, blah, boom. Everything will be taken care of. So in my head, I said, okay, take us back to camp. I'm not saying anything else, so I'm just waiting for them to take us back to camp because I believe that's a different situation there, but you can't get caught for twice. But they have a name for it, but I ain't gonna sit there and say it. I'm sure we all know what it is. You take somebody back to the scene of the crime, who's in blame? nobody squashed the case. So that's what happened with myself and other people, and that's where they got mad at us. And now they decided to sit there and take a little bit of our privileges away by breaking our camps down and rolling them over with the tractor or whatever else. You have maybe 10 seconds to get out of the way, if that. A friend of mine got clipped by the tractor. Oh well. Over here, this young lady lost her prosthesis leg, buried it. What did they say? Oh, it's not mine. And so what? I mean, what the heck is that? These guys here, and the ones that are in brown here, right now, we've got along with these boys for the longest time. They're great people, as far as I'm concerned. Tony and Tom, they're great people, and we've always sat there and talked and came some kind of medium. And then we take care of the property, we can sit here. I also sit here and move other things. Whatever. We're not expecting any pats on the back for what we do. We just want a little bit of compromise.
Well, Ron, you know, we've been talking with you guys for at least 2 weeks now and doing interviews. And like I was sharing with Kelsey and Jennifer, you guys are, for the most part, 90%, you guys are all good people, just stuck in a bad situation. But you guys clean up the park. You guys, you know.
Well, we pitch in. We don't clean, actually, do it all. We just help. We try and help as best as we can by not only picking up our trash, but going around picking up other. We're not saying other trash, people that throw trash, just other trash.
Right.
That's around the park. We try not to put the blame on anybody, but because they didn't put us in the situation we're in. We put ourselves there. But we're just asking us to give us a chance to get out of it.
Right.
Instead of putting us back under the bus with all these little innuendos you guys have or whatever else. Come over and break some bread with us. See what kind of people actually these folks are.
Yeah, you guys are good people.
And you'll have a different taste in your mouth about a lot of it.
I think it's just the TV and the city
Well,
people.
a lot of it's the media.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
Facebook and stuff like that.
They give bad name to you guys.
Why is it that you can sit there and take a photographic picture of us and say, oh, well, this is part of them, this is what they do. We do what? We chopped the trees down. We went ahead and killed all the grass, put all this artificial turf in there. No, we didn't. We didn't do anything like that. Other people did that. But now they found out that their plan didn't work out in their favor because it's too hot to put artificial turf in the park. Chopped down all the trees. Good proposal. Who in the heck voted for that? I don't know, but somebody did. Because that tree was ancient. There was one right here.
I know, there's 3 of them. I seen them.
Yeah, there was one right here that had ospreys in it, right? She laid her eggs in there twice. I wish I knew some kind of group that would help that kind of stuff at the time. But it's too late, of course, now. But it could have saved a little bit of something. We got a fox back here. It's called a small red-tailed fox, little baby. There's little guys. We still have them back there. They're endangered. What do they care? They sat there and put a tag on them. What the heck would you put an endangered species tag on us? Endangered species belong with the coyotes out here. I can understand the coyotes because they think they're not the coyotes, but the people think they're hurting them. No, they just want to eat. We're in their habitat. We're over here digging up their grounds and everything else. What do you expect when your little dog's outside?
Right.
But,
Ron, so would you say that you're homeless by choice?
Well, it's not by choice, sir. I'm just here for more or less like saying what I do and saying the truth of what's going on as far as what we're getting accused for. Being dirty or whatever you want to call it. Being not people. They call us them.
Nuisance, probably. They probably say you guys are a nuisance.
Everything. We're not too good for the community or something like that. Yeah? We're not good for the community because look, this is all I got left from the last time you guys took all my stuff. Whoever did, Because right now, just chase out the group that takes it.
Right.
I chased them out of here.
Good.
Physically. And they kept going and saying, we'll come back and get it. I said, that's your choice. That is your choice. But understand one thing, it's our stuff.
Right.
I would complete it, but would.
And Ron, you look pretty good for 73.
Thank you, sir.
You're in good shape. Maybe that's the military training.
It's all head. It's all up here. But
do you get any help from the VA?
I got all my stuff. I'm back home. Yes,
Yeah.
I got a family back home up in California. I have
Good.
my assets and stuff like that.
I want to ask you a question. So do you use utilize the services that you do? That I know it's limited, like the
No,
feeding.
I get full benefits because I came out with Silver Star and also with other honors.
Like Deacon John helps you guys.
Well, he helps all of us.
He feeds you guys.
Deacon John is another one that helps
The
us.
Canadians.
The Canadians do their breakfast club and things. Of course, they help us a lot. If we have to go to the doctors, if we have to go to DES or something like that, wherever we need to go, as long as it has to deal with something, we have to go to the doctor or something like that, or go pick up a prescription or something like that. They're more than happy to help us. But as far as taking us to the store or something like that, I'm sure we're not going to call them and take us to the market or something like that.
Right.
We can walk it ourselves.
Okay.
We try not to abuse the system. We utilize it to our advantage.
But not abuse it. Good. That's good. Okay, I have a question. Do you do any drugs? Are you an addict? What do you do?
I smoke marijuana.
Well, that's not really a drug
Well,
nowadays.
That's what I do.
So you don't do
drink
anything else?
anymore. I
Good.
used to drink pretty heavy. In fact, more than heavy. I used to be a pretty good alcoholic there. I was, but I tapered off. I only drink maybe one beer every 2 months or something like that now.
Okay.
And I don't even finish that. Not that was good, but I had to do it because I couldn't even drink a glass of water without spilling it halfway out. And then I was like this. Oh, let me see if I can get this round. And go up there and have myself a couple of beers, drinks, blah, blah. Now all of a sudden the shake stopped. I don't think so. There's something wrong here. What? This guy had.
So you quit drinking. That's good.
I
So you don't do any other drugs.
No.
Good.
I try and
That's good.
diversify these other ones to sit there. Hey, let's do some gummy bears or something like that. And be more able to get along with the rest of the world because it's hard to get along when you don't have
Be sober-minded.
the drug to keep you going. I don't know, because these poor kids are. The opiates got them by the. It's terrible.
Yeah, the
It's
cojones.
terrible. I mean, to see these young girls and young kids and these young men, I was their age, man. I was busting my butt out there, sitting there trying to make a buck. Oh, I'm making a buck. I said, and chasing the girls at the same time. You guys ain't even chasing girls. You got a circle that you all get one from. But anyways, cancel that. But anyways, that's the way that we all get along, by helping one another and being there for them.
Hey Ron, my other question, this will be my last question. I appreciate your time. The reason I wanted to interview you is because they all say that you were like you were the main guy, so I had to come to
It's not a
you.
main person. It's just a matter of understanding situations that can be better.
Right.
And I have made two people's lives changed,
Good.
and I have done it. One alcoholic that is a dang good friend of mine up here in Laughlin, to a drug addict that everybody knows in his dang town. And now he's sitting there not drinking anymore, riding his Harley Davidson that he always wanted, and doing whatever he feels like doing. But the system does not want to spit him out. They keep on finding these warrants that he sits there and completes a class of whatever he's doing, and just knocks him back down. What does that do to your self-esteem?
Right.
Just lowers it down, beats you up, man. By the time you're done, what the heck am I doing this for? You know, when I sit there and complete a class, and all of a sudden, oh, we found another warrant. This guy just completed 6 months of your dang classes, and you're telling me you just found this warrant? Believe me, you know how that goes. Gotta keep you in the system, man. Well, that's one thing I know about computers, that they don't forget.
My last question, Ron, and I appreciate your time. What do you think about what's going on in Ukraine, Russia, Israel, Gaza, Palestine? What are your thoughts on what's going on?
My thoughts on that there, if I can change anything, I would. But as far as with my thoughts, I think we're still in good shape. We're not going to end up in no Holocaust, or a lot of people believe that there's going to be a civil war or something like that. I think it's more or less like they're going to play with the computers, or have a war or something. I don't know. I just don't know. But we're not. These guys are too young to understand what a recession was that we went through when we sat there and stood in lines for months and sat there and beat each other up just to get a gallon of gas, you know, on your odds and even. They have no clue. I had this one girl comes up. I wish we had martial law in here. I said, do you understand what martial law is, ma'am? I said, yeah. She goes, yeah, it'll help us. I said, I sat there and did martial law. I was sitting there, and then what you have to do is do what they say. If you only have one chance to do it, is what you heard from a meeting from a long time. Stay in there. When it says 10 o'clock, don't be on the street. You will be shot. You will be shot. And that's the way it goes. I mean, and these folks didn't understand that. Well, she didn't understand that. She thought maybe the martial law means that the army comes and rescues us and blah, 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 blah. No, see, they lost track on it because of the quarantine that they sat there and put us through when they put the virus out there and things like that, right? They sat there and used that tactics. That's why I'm so embarrassed with this country right now. Sitting there putting that kind of terrorism on here. It works. The hell, you don't think it works?
Fear mongering.
Look over there. Look over here in this sandbox, what they call a sandbox over there, Egypt or all these other world wars. We've been going through this since 1952 that I know, when we first went out there. You know, I can't say the Bush's name because it'd be wrong to say the Bush's name, you know. But he goes out there and finds something, gives him bam, bam, bam. Oh, let's make it. Let's try to come to an agreement. Okay, what? Well, I'm not going to sell you the oil. I'm going to start my fields on fire. Let's start a new Exxon. That way it'd be American and whoever it was, some New England, whatever. But maybe I'm getting a little too caught up in my words. But I do appreciate you letting me share my thoughts and my words with y'all. And I hope it does make some sense to you, even though it made no sense to me sometimes.
Oh, I want to say thank you for your time, and I also want to say thank you for your service. And it was good talking to you, and I'm sure we'll see you again, Ron.
Thank you, sir. You guys have a good day.